Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So this one is a highly requested video. I feel like I say that a lot, but I swear I always listen to you guys when you ask me for a video. Anyway, today we're going to talk about my top 5 foundations, my top 5 absolute faves. Always go back and repurchase. I have them in my kit. I use them a lot for my brides and you know, all my kind of big events and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm rambling. Anyway, they're my top 5 favorite foundations. If you want to know my top 5 favorites, keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe. So my number 1 foundation is by all means the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. I'm wearing this one today, and honestly, when I tell you I've never found a foundation that I love as much as this one, it's true. In all my time of makeup, there is nothing I find that covers my skin as well, that looks as good like 5 or 6 hours later. It lasts really well. I wore it on my sister's wedding. I did not touch it up. I cried like a baby. This one is my favorite. So this one is $65. Yes, $65. $65 from Sephora all around the world. And you can also, I think, buy it from the Huda Beauty website directly. My favorite shade in this one is the 400G, but I can only wear it when I've got a spray tan. So as you can see, I'm really kind of bronzy today, and that's why it's worked really well. Otherwise, I need to use a lighter shade. So what I think this one is most suitable for, I think it's definitely suitable for all skin types, and then you just need to change your primer underneath. So if you are someone with a little bit more drier skin tone, I think using an illuminating primer or just something hydrating underneath, perfect. If you are oily, then I would definitely use something with a little bit more oil control or pore filling underneath, because you will start to dew up a little bit throughout the day. As you can see, I've kind of gotten a little bit dewier as time's gone on today. So I would definitely say that they're suitable for all skin types, but watch the primer that you put underneath. I also find that this one is self-setting as well, so you don't really need a setting powder on top. You can for extra coverage though. The second foundation that I want to talk to you guys about today that I've always loved is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. Now this one I would recommend only for people with oily skin. It is so dry. Unless you're going to put an illuminator into it, then I guess you can work with it fine. But if you are someone with oily skin, oh my god, you would love this. If you're someone with oily skin that's looking for a full coverage, this one is your baby right here. Really good for bridal, really good for those girls that really suffer through the T-zone. Within an hour, they're getting quite oily. This one's perfect. The formula is just awesome, but I do say that it is quite hard to move around the face. It's almost like you've just got to use a buffing brush. So I would suggest this one here. Buff and press into the skin. Don't pull down, because you're pulling the skin with it because it is so dry. This one is as well $65, and you can get it from Mecca Maxima in Australia. Otherwise, I don't really know where else you could get Urban Decay in Australia. Anyway, perfect for oily skin, perfect for a full coverage, and really big event, I would say. The third foundation that I want to talk to you guys about today is the Kryolan Shimmering Event Foundation. Now, this one isn't actually one that you could wear by itself. Having said that though, underneath the makeup, it is so beautiful. Like if you were to wear this one just by yourself, you would look like a shimmering disco ball. But somehow when it's paired with especially this one here, it just gives you the nicest, like softest glow. It literally looks like you're glowing without even trying to glow. It's beautiful. It's such a nice product. It's $69. So this one is a little bit more expensive for something that is just a luminizer underneath. So if you do have the budget to work with it and you want to, it's definitely a really great investment if you want to dew up the foundations a little bit more, make it look a little bit glowy, but it's not something that you can wear by itself. I wouldn't say you could just put it on. You would literally look like a disco ball. These two paired though, really nice. Which brings me to my fourth favorite foundation, and that is the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation. So I would say that this one is a medium coverage, and it gives you a bit more of a velvet finish. When I say velvet, I mean it's not too matte, but it's definitely not dewy. So I think that if you were someone who likes a bit of coverage and you like the Marc Jacobs range, then wearing this every day is definitely something that you could do. And then you could also wear it for when you go out. So this one here is $46 US. I didn't quite convert that to Australian, so I don't know how much it would be. I don't know the conversion rate at the moment, but it is a beautiful formula. My favorite of the colors is the Y370, and I sometimes film with it as well. My second last foundation that I would definitely recommend for someone with drier skin is the Nars Sheer Glow. It is about a medium coverage, and I would probably say it's got a similar formula to the Marc Jacobs, where it is a liquidy formula and it dries a little bit more velvet. So I wouldn't say that it dries dewy straight away, but you do get dewy as the time goes on. So if I was comparing this to this, that one you just like don't get dewy, like it just doesn't let it come out, whereas this one definitely allows a bit of moisture to the skin. And it definitely becomes a little bit more dewy as the day goes on. So I love this one. It is 44 Australian dollars and you can purchase it from Mecca Maxima. But I have to say that I've been using it for quite a long time in my kit. The colors are really good for when my clients have spray tans as well. The Barcelona is really beautiful and the Syracuse as well. When someone's got a spray tan, it just works so beautiful. Or if they are a little bit more tan, but they've got that kind of warmth to their skin already, like a little bit more of like that beigey kind of tone underneath their skin, it's just really, really beautiful and looks really flawless on the skin as well. In terms of coverage though, you're definitely not going to get a complete full coverage out of this. You would have to keep layering it up, whereas this one, as soon as you go on, and especially with the Huda Beauty Faux filter, you're getting that full coverage straight away. This one you need to build up, and I think that if you're going to try and get a full coverage every single time out of this, you're going to go through a lot quicker product than you are out of these. The last foundation that I want to talk to you guys about, my all-time favorite as well, this one is the Too Faced Born This Way. So this one is amazing as well. As you can see, I've like used it to the shit. This is absolutely perfect for people with dry skin as well. It's definitely a little bit more dewier. As soon as it goes on, it kind of looks like it's going to go velvet, but it stays really dewy. I love it. It's a medium coverage, definitely buildable to a full. I love the fact that it comes with a pumpy bottle as well. That's what I have to say I hate about the Nars Sheer Glow. They don't come with a pump. These ones come with a pump and they're just so much better, so much cleaner. But yeah, you can definitely build this one up to a full coverage, but I would definitely only suggest it for people with dry skin. If you are oily and you put this on, you're going to be an oil ball in like 20 minutes. Well guys, I wanted to keep this video really short and sweet for you guys because they are my favorites and I always get so many questions about what I have in my kit. Look guys, I definitely change up my kit all the time. I'm constantly putting new products in there, constantly introducing new products to my clients as well. So these are just my favorites for now. We're definitely going to touch base in a few months and see which one's my favorite then. But I have to say my all-time favorite, Huda Beauty, Too Faced, perfect for an everyday foundation as well. Like, especially if you're someone who likes a little bit of coverage, this one's so nice. And honestly, it feels like it's nourishing your skin. You don't feel like you can't breathe or anything like that. Like there's the Kryolan TV Pain Stick. That one you just don't wear every day because it is a full coverage, hella thick foundation. That is something you only wear when you go out at night. I do use that sometimes in my kit, but it is definitely a lot fuller and you definitely don't feel like this at all when you wear this foundation. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next video.